guys, what's up? My name is Vic Taylor and welcome to another Modern Warfare 3 video. Thank you for today's gameplay to Zufux, who has given me an AK-47 nuke to use, and that is awesome. MOAB after MOAB, baby. But I'm going to be talking a bit today about Black Ops 2 and the stuff that we've discovered recently. Obviously, Gamescom is going on right now. A lot of stuff is being released, discovered, and you must have heard a lot of stuff 100 million times, so I won't go through every little thing. We'd probably be here for hours anyway. I'm just going to go through some of the main things that I like or dislike that I've found so far, and I'd really like your guys' opinion on them. And I'll probably do another what I want from Black Ops 2 and how I'm happy with everything about it nearer the time when Gamescom is finished, nearer the time of release. So to start off with, the big thing that they've really chucked in there, I think one of the major changes is the new creator class system. You get 10 points and you can spend these 10 points in any way you want. You can get 3 attachments on your gun, you can get 2 perks from each tier, you can forego your primary totally and get a point extra, and I think that's awesome. I mean, it sounds awesome. Someone obviously is going to find a way to exploit it, but we can't look upon everything as just waiting for someone to exploit it, or we're not going to have any fun with the game, at all. But something like that, which gives you such customization and control, just sounds brilliant to me. Like, if you want to have an only knife class, you can forego your primary and secondary completely. You just have attack knife on, and you can then have 10 points to spend on your other things, like a tomahawk, which is now called a throwing axe, I believe. You can have more perks, more points to spend on perks, tactical grenades, everything like that, which gives you the perfect class for what you want to be doing. The things that allow you to have a second perk or a third attachment on your primary are called wildcards, and for a wildcard you have to spend 1 point of your class buying the wildcard and then another point buying whatever it is that you want extra, so it's not too overpowered. It looks extremely balanced and it's just awesome. I honestly can't wait to get my hands on that and see what kind of things I can make with it. Specialist and support have been both taken out completely. Thought I'd just throw that in because the kill streaks are now non-stackable, which makes Vic very happy indeed, not gonna lie. Hugely pleased about that. And they seem to be pretty balanced. Obviously I haven't seen any of the high ones yet, because due to most of the pro players being at Gamescom, it is rather difficult to get a high kill streak. But the low ones, they seem fine, and there aren't too many kill streaks, because I think what Modern Warfare 3 did was just kind of overloaded us with support and the attack one. My mind has gone dangerously blank, it must be the heat. And assault, that was it. The attack one, oh derp. But it just overloaded us. There were so many kill streaks and it was just meh. But this one, it looks really balanced. They've replaced the point streaks with score streaks, which allow you to get points for playing the objective, for getting kills. They change depending on what game mode you play: capture the flag, domination, TDM, etc, etc. They also allow, if you put a UAV or a counter UAV up in the air, someone gets a kill while that is up in the air, you get assist points which count towards your streak. And while that will encourage people to use UAVs and counters, I feel that that will kind of get an overload of them in the air, and more people will be using Ghost and Hardwired. Ghost has been split up into 4 perks, which is amazing. It's just, yes, thank you, finally, balance. Ghost, you're immune to UAVs, enemy ones, obviously. I don't know what other kind of UAVs there are. When you're moving, yes, finally. We've asked for that for ages. That is a community idea right there in the game. Oh, it's beautiful, it really is. Hardwired protects you from counters and EMPs. Cold-blooded protects you from sights on the gun. I believe it stops your name coming up, and player-controlled kill streaks. And the 4th one, which just eludes me the name, I think 3 out of 4 isn't bad though, protects you from AI-controlled kill streaks. So if there's an attack helicopter up in the air, that protects you, and if there's a gunship up in the air, Cold-blooded protects you from that. And with the new creator class system, you can have all of those 4 perks, but it would take up, I believe, 9 of your points out of 10. So you get 3 perks, that's 3. You have to buy all 3 wild cards, that's 6. And you buy the 3 perks again, that's 9. You got 1 point, so you can have a naked primary and those perks, which I don't think many people will do. So I really like what they've done with that, how they've split it all up, how they've hopefully have made it balanced. Also throwing in there, no second chance, last stand, final stand, or any of the here above. Took you long enough. Thank you, but it took you long enough. I mean, come on now. But as I'm sure you are as well, I'm glad that that fucking bullshit is gone. I don't want it. You don't want it. You wouldn't want to poke it with a 10-foot fucking pole, to be perfectly honest. It's that fucking bad. Something that was really interesting to me that was mentioned were the prestige thingy-mabobs. You prestige, you unlock stuff, obviously. When you get through your first prestige, you will not have unlocked everything in the game. You get an unlock point every time you level up. I don't know if that's just going from level 1 to level 2, or if it's every 5 levels, or whatever. But go through your first prestige, you've not unlocked everything. You will need to prestige a couple of times before you even unlock everything in the game. I think that's really good. It encourages people to prestige, and you can't just... It's kind of like the ranking system, where you can choose to go into a system where you get ranked against players of similar ability to you. You can opt out of that, don't worry, but if you want to, you can play against people with the same level at the game that you do. And it's kind of like that, because you see someone completely unprestiged and they have everything. It's a bit meh, sad face, I've worked harder than you have. And I'm not saying that from a high horse point of view. I've never prestiged on Black Ops. I can hold my hand up to it, because I was so shit for most of that game that by the time I wasn't, there was no point. It was basically a couple of months until Modern Warfare 3 came out. So I really like that feature. I hope it works. I hope there's going to be no hacking for prestige tokens and everything. From what I can see, the prestige shop is gone, and what I gather from hearing you can't unlock everything in one prestige means that when you prestige, you keep everything that you've unlocked, and it just gets locked again till you get back to the correct level for it, because you can't go into the game and immediately unlock the highest assault rifle. You have to wait until you're a certain level within a prestige to unlock it, which is obvious and very nice. But I hope that works out as well as it sounds. But yes, the ranked leaderboards, you can choose to play against people of a similar difficulty level and everything to you. I really like that. Also like that you can opt out of it. If you just want to have a few friendly games with your mates, you don't actually want to try hard, then you can just go into the normal ones. But if you actually want to play against players who are the same skill as you, who are going to challenge you, then, you know, you have an option for that, and that's really good. The amount of things that Treyarch have done for for players who are pro players this year, with theatre mode and live streaming and all of that stuff, is just amazing. It's awesome. There's a new double-sided dom kind of thing, you know, how CTF, Demolition, you get 1 round, blah blah blah, then you get another round afterwards. You can have that in Domination right now. I don't know whether it's an option or whether you have to do it, but you can start one side, have 5-6 minutes on that, and then everyone loses their flags, they start another round, you keep your points, but you're on the other side of the map. That hopefully will stop spawn trapping, will make games more even and less one-sided. I really like that idea, and I hope that it works. The one thing that I've actually noticed like really heavily from the live streams, I'm just going to mention one thing about the guns and attachments and everything, is that the steady aim attachments, because they've changed the perks messing with your gun thing and they've made it all about the attachments. You have a laser sight which increases your hipfire accuracy. A lot of the pro players were using it and it looked really overpowered. Hopefully it won't be, but it looked really, really good. Like, you could fire from a good 10-20 meters away and not miss a bullet on them if you were hip firing. So I hope that isn't you know, too overpowered, but there are all going to be some overpowered shit. Like the MP7's back. Something that looks like the Type 95 is back. There's something that looks like a cross between the AK-74U out of Black Ops and the MP7 from Modern Warfare 3. I believe that's the SMC. A lot of people were using that. The LMGs look really good. I really hope it's a good game. And I said a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, whatever, that I wasn't going to get my hopes up, because I got my hopes up before Modern Warfare 3, and then Modern Warfare 3 happened. But I am, because I can't help myself. I watch all of this Black Ops 2, and it's just beautiful, and I'm holding back tears. But give me your guys' opinions, anything that you want me to discuss in a future video, but they were just things that I jotted down in 10 minutes that really stood out to me. The big changes, the things that I noticed. Definitely watch the Gamescom live streams. They're awesome. So peace guys, and I will see you soon.